Hey, what's going on, guys? I wanted to show you guys what I got set up here. Looks kind of ghetto right now because you can see the wires going down there, but um yeah, so I don't know. I always had a CB, but recently I started researching more about amateur radio operators and CB and stuff like that. And I know a lot of truckers have like amplifiers and stuff. I noticed that they're putting out a lot of watts, and so I tried to step it up and try to learn a little bit more. So I did some research online and stuff like that, and so I just wanted to show you what I got set up in my semi truck for my CB. Right now I'm on channel 35 because I don't know. There's probably people. Normally we stay on channel 19. There's nothing. Nobody's talking right now, but over here in Atlanta, the Petro, there's a lot of usually a lot of activity over here this area. So yeah, I got the Galaxy DX47 HP. It's allegedly it's a 10-meter amateur radio operators, but I guess the CB shop was selling it as a CB radio. So you know, after I asked a couple people in the group what was up with it, apparently they converted it to CB, to Citizens Band or whatever. So yeah, like it has like band A, B, C, D, E, and F. And I guess they converted band D to the CB radio because apparently these bands are 10-meter amateur radio bands, but band D on here is an 11-meter Citizens band, but it has a built-in heatsink and cooling fan inside and a 100-watt amplifier, so it gives me a little bit more power than from what I understand. The FCC has a law that you can only put out 4 watts maximum by law. So like I don't know. This thing has a 100-watt inverter in it, so I guess that's against the law. But I mean, every CB shop that you go to at all these truck stops, they have these 10-meter radios, and even the regular 40-channel CB radios, they sell amplifiers, and they hook it up to your battery for you and everything. And so yeah. But yeah, the Galaxy's pretty cool. I had a Galaxy 959 before, but it wasn't I don't know, it wasn't working properly anymore. It wasn't transmitting properly, so I went ahead and got rid of it. And then today I just got this DOSY TR-2000, but I'm having a couple problems with it. I have another video of the exact questions that I have about it, so you can check my other videos on that. And I always had an external speaker, but today I decided to bust out the drill. It's kind of dusty and stuff. Sorry about that, guys, but yeah, I just got the wire running along there and then down. It's actually not really as long as I thought it was because you could see it popping up right there, but it gets the job done. And I got this because I've been part of a lot of CB groups on Facebook, and a lot of you guys have been helping me out. I appreciate it. And
I thought that was gonna take good off.
apparently, hold on, let me turn this down here. So apparently the gauges on the Galaxy aren't reliable, or any radio that has a built-in gauge. Majority of CB and amateur radio operators are telling me it's unreliable and it's better to get an external one. So I did, but I'm not sure that it's reading correctly. I brought my CB into the CB shop and he said it was putting out 120 watts, but on here it's showing like 500 watts, and I don't think that it's impossible because it's only a 100-watt amp that's in there. So this thing says I'm putting out 80, this thing says I'm putting out 500, and the CB shop says I'm putting out 120. So I'm going to believe a CB shop because he probably has this thing, whatever he has, the equipment he has is probably calibrated and all that stuff. So I'm trying to figure everything out. I'm learning, you know, every day. I definitely know my SWRs are about 1.7. I never did any adjustments on the antenna, but I believe, well, I have one of those Cowtown, I think, Cowtown K1 or something. It's like 1,000-watt or something, but I can adjust the antenna. So what I'll do is I think I need to raise the antenna a little bit because it is all the way down. So yeah, so I know my SWRs are okay. I'm just trying to figure out how many watts am I putting out. So, and then some guys say it's not even all about the watts, it's about the antenna. And then, so I don't know, I'm learning a lot. So if you guys have any comments or questions or anything you can help me out with, I'm gonna clean up all these wires and stuff. I just did this now, and I just have, instead of, you know, hooking this up to the fuse box and everything, I just put it on 12-volt thing or whatever. All it does is it lights it up. So even if I don't have it, then it just won't light up, but it'll still work. But So, but anyway, I just got it so that I can. I want to know how many watts am I putting out. So, but I don't know. I'm having a couple problems with it. But anyway, this is the rig. These are the rigs. This is what I got going on. And I've always had this with my other Galaxy 959, and I kept it because I think it's better than the stock. I think it's better than the stock. So, but yeah. So let me show you guys how much I paid for this real quick. So I actually don't have the antenna receipt anymore because I got that like last year, and I had to send it in to my bookkeeper for like taxes and for the write-offs and the proof of everything. So it's kind of like filed away and everything. But I did pay a guy $500, which I'm kind of upset. But you know, you learn now. Now I watched him do it. Now I know how to do it myself. I paid him $500 for the coaxial, for the antenna, you know, the whip and the everything, the mounting and everything. And unfortunately, I got this done in Indianapolis, Indiana. And unfortunately, the mount that he put on didn't hold up, and it bent down, and then so the CB antenna was sticking out, and then it eventually hit a tree, and so it was just a hassle. So, you know, I got rid of that. That may have been one of the reasons why I messed up my Galaxy 959, because I wasn't really researching CB and SWRs and everything. So the antenna whip being broken, and I don't know, I never really transmitted, but maybe keeping it on, it screwed it up. All I know is that thing doesn't really transmit, or at least the gauge isn't saying that it's transmitting. So now that I have that DOSY, I could really hook it up and know. But anyway, I don't want to keep rambling on. The test meter that I got, the DOSY test meter, it actually got the TR-2000. I don't know why it says the TR-1000, but 128 bucks, 139 altogether, and I got it in Atlanta, 285 exit 12 over here at the Atlantic Coast Communications. I didn't really research the price or anything. I just know that I'm on the road very often, and I wanted to get some kind of meter. And this is the TR-2000 is better than, they have an astatic one in the truck stop, and it only goes up to like, I don't know, like 50 watts or something or whatever. So I wasn't gonna get that. So yeah, I paid $139.27 just for the test meter. And then I had to get some coax cable and a couple screws and some wiring. Just I had to get an extension wire so I can mount my speaker up where you saw that it was up there. Yeah, so but anyway, yeah, sorry about the focus here. But yeah, I got some screws and a little bit of wires and stuff, and that cost about 20 bucks. And then the big cost was the Galaxy 10 meter radio was $374. I know it was a little overpriced, but I mean, it was peak and tune, transferred over to CB. I got a little sound effect noise toy thing going on there, but that cost me almost 500 bucks for the CB radio. The Galaxy 959, I got it from some guy at a truck stop in Amarillo, Texas. He was trying to get money for gas, and he said 100 bucks, and it lasted me about 3 years, and it was good. But once I don't know, I always was interested in ham radio operators and everything. I was always interested in walkie-talkies. I always had the family radio service and the GMRS walkie-talkies when I was growing up and playing with those, and even the cheap ones that are just those really squelchy ones back in the day. And it's funny, I remember those squelchy kid ones. I heard, I guess it got on a 900 megahertz phone because I heard my neighbor on the phone. I only heard one end of the conversation, but I always remember that. But yeah, anyway, I was always interested in that. I bought these Kenwood radios that I paid these people so they can use them across the whole city or whatever, which was pretty cool for a while. It got expensive. It was $18 a month per radio, so I kind of cut that off. But I don't know. Eventually, I plan on getting my ham radio. I got to order the operator's ticket or whatever. I don't really know anything about all that stuff, but I'm learning every day and I always ask questions. So I'm going to get the study guide next and start learning about that. And I guess 10 meter frequencies aren't really the best ones. I don't even know if I can use it as a technician. I don't really know anything like that yet. From what I remember, can't even use those as a technician either. It'd have to be the second level one or whatever. So like I said, I don't know anything about that stuff just yet, but eventually I want to have a ham radio. I want to talk to people across the world while I'm driving in my truck, man. I think that'd be really cool, and it'd be really cool to learn about just learn about everything, and also talk to other ham operators, and learn something from them, and maybe I'll teach someone something one day. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I know it's been a long video, but that's just a little bit about my CB hobby that I got going on and my amateur radio enthusiasticness. I don't know the word. I'm not a English major either, so. All right, thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later. Take care.